Hello and welcome to ISM Raceway, Phoenix Raceway, whatever you call it. I prefer Phoenix, personally. It's Phoenix. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Recorded version of this broadcast at youtube.com/John Theodore. I want to thank you all very much for tuning in. This is going to be a practice race. I've set up a 75 lap hosted session. We did 30 minutes of practice. We're going to do some qualifying. And then we're going to go do a 75-lap race, prepping for A-Fixed, NIS Fixed next week at Phoenix. So, hope this is, hopefully we have a good race. We learn something. Hopefully anyone who watches this learns something that helps them out for the race itself. So, without further ado, let's go hit the track and qualify. So I found, especially for my hot lap, I personally don't like to shift. And that's not just because my shifter's been acting a little bit resistant to third gear in particular, going in and out of it lately. But
I got a couple good ones here.
If you hit turn one right, you're really close to the top end of the range. I did not hit turn one there. You want to get further down than that. I like to make a huge cut on the dog leg. How you exit turn one, though, is going to depend on whether or not a cut's appropriate, and so you have to know whether you're going to want to cut or not. I also like to use a little bit of the apron through turn three. 583.
5.583.
Third quick. You can get, if you're aggressive, you can get all the way down on that flat, and the car will hold pretty well. I lost a little bit of time doing that. I just wanted to demonstrate that that was available to you down there. We're all in the 5, so 583 appears to be a pretty good lap. I'm a touch slower than Chase, Thomas, and Nick, but, we're in the ballpark with them. Fourth place, we got 10 folks in here for this race, so that ought to give us a good little sample size. Daryl, how's it going, man? Tired? Definitely. Absolutely. We got 45 minutes left. Or 50 minutes left here. Muncie Matthew, what's going on? Welcome. So let's go watch that lap again. Right down there. Now, if I wanted to get, if I had gotten closer down to the yellow line like I wanted to, that might have been a contender for pole, but I definitely lost a little bit of time with that. 3 and 4, I think, was really nice. Maybe you want to keep it right down there. I like to do a little bit of a diamond, though. Just got back from drinking some cold ones at your brother's house. That sounded like a good time. Carter Greer, question for anyone knows what caused iRacing to fail to start for unknown reason. Sometimes updates can do that. I find that their updater isn't that great. Sometimes. So the first thing that I would try, Carter, is do an uninstall and complete fresh reinstall of the latest version of the iRacing executable. That's what's worked for me in the past, and that's what I would try first. Other than that, honestly, the cause could be literally anything. It could be a Windows update. It could be a driver update. It could be some other piece of software that's interfered with something. It could be a hard drive going bad. It could be memory. It could be a RAM going bad. It could be there are so many possibilities that could cause a program to stop booting up on a computer. I have no idea. So I'm sorry to be so vague with that, but it's literally, check the search the forums, check stuff, troubleshoot, try different things and see what works. But the first thing that I would try is uninstall and reinstall iRacing. That's worked for me in the past, and that usually fixes it. Cool. Oh, one other note. I run 12 to 1 on the steering ratio, but I like to put my brake bias down to 61 and a half. You might even want to go lower. General rule of thumb with brake bias, go as low as you can go without spinning yourself out under braking. Simple as that. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for being part of the final race of my 24-hour Extra Life Marathon. It's been a good time. Good luck to y'all. All right. Can do the pledge, as is tradition. I pledge to be a good sport whether I win or lose, to know that people online are real people, and my words have real impact, to set a positive example with my behavior, to speak up against discrimination, hate speech, harassment, and abuse, to show integrity by honoring the rules of my opponents and my teammates, to stop, listen, and reassess if I'm told that my words or actions are harmful, and to respect others even if their sincere opinions are different from my own. NickKid.org/take the pledge. !GLHF in my Twitch chat, or use the link in the description below if you would like to take the pledge yourself and commit yourself to being a positive member of the online gaming community. Yeah, you're welcome for the host. Thank you guys for showing up. Like I said earlier, without you all, it's just an empty server, so let's have some fun. Jeremy Benton top 5. Yeah, those Texas races were fun. Yeah, I ran one C fixed, ran B fixed and A fixed at Texas, and I managed to gain I rating at least once in every one of them. A fixed was my best. A fixed I got like what?
Hey, this is Jeff. You got me?
3 wins. And
like you guys,
I think
found some of that speed you've been looking for.
a
you won this thing from
bunch
the
of,
back
like,
left, or
a couple
I'll be
other
pretty easy to do
top
this
3s
right?
on top of that. I think we got an 11 car field. No, 13. We ended up with a 13 car field, it looks like.
One thing to remember on these restarts, watch to your inside. These guys timing that right, diving down inside you, getting into turn 1. Pit road's closed. Slide back in your seat there, man. Give those belts a good tug. Double check your steering wheel, get a good look at your switches. Get ready to go here, buddy. The pace car is off. Be ready. I'll be looking up in front of you now. Green,
I was asleep on the start.
outside. Clear. Outside. Still outside.
See, I like to do that deep aggressive cut.
Still there.
You can get position on a guy, get inside of him. We just got around Nick for 4th place. Just that quick.
9.5. Good job, bud. Get that rhythm, get that pace. Nice and smooth.
You do want to take care of your tires here a little bit. It's not a super abrasive surface, but an advantage on tires anywhere can matter. And you know, that's also part of why I don't like shifting, is that chews up the rears quicker.
25, 26, 7, 9.
And just slide, you run the risk of sliding tires more. Without shifting, you're not sliding them. Now, the one exception to that is that you might, as the tires wear and your roll speed slows, it can become very beneficial later in the run sometimes to start shifting in turn 1 as your corner speed
25,
drops.
0.8, 5, 8.
Ooh, did Yarrow... I don't know if he actually got the wall or not.
7.
Good thing to use for braking, by the way, going into turn 1. You got those cones in the fence. Second cone, third cone, second cone, that's usually a good braking indicator. You've also got those braking cones going into turn 3.
.052. 26.235.
I'm taking the wrong angle into turn 1. That's where I'm losing time. I need to clean up my entry there. Slow in, fast out. The last lap tracker up, and you can see that I'm faster than I was last lap. Last lap I was real sloppy in turn 1. Same principle in turn 3. You want to really make sure that you give the car time to let it roll, and you, especially as the tires wear, how you work that throttle coming off of 3 really is going to make the difference. If you can maximize how much you're able to put down, then you're really going to put a hurting on the rest of your competition. You're going to be able to set up some passes going into 1 as well.
.254.
Nick Kessler's all over me as this race goes on. Right there in turn 3, I got a good entry into 3. Was able to put a little distance on him and also gain on my competition in front. That last lap was a pretty darn good lap. Chase Albee making all the use of that clean air. But, you know, Thomas is keeping him in his sights. Michael, the top 5 or 6 of us, none of us are letting any of the others get away.
26.342.
There you go. Exit off 3, exit out of 1. In both cases, the exit is much more important than the entry. Driving it down deep in there, yeah, you'll gain on there. But if you lose all of that on exit, it doesn't gain you anything. It's really important to make sure you roll that center, maximize that exit. That's usually true of most tracks. It's particularly true here at Phoenix. Something that took me a long time to learn, and I'm still not always executing it properly.
Clear him.
See, the 01's actually trying to put the same move on me with that deep cut of the dog leg that I put to get 4th on him on the start of the race.
26.73. Inside. Still there. Still there. Clear. Clear. Inside. Clear.
Spencer Dickerson's disconnected. Now here's the other thing that I want to point out, is this is going to be a little bit of an abnormal race. It is unlikely that you're going to see... Nah, you're fine, man. Sorry for pinching you over through your last lap.
Okay, you get harder.
Most races at Phoenix don't go green this long. A lot of them tend to be caution fests. So restarts are really important. Kind of similar to Martinsville. You're going to see, you know, late in the race, you get a caution that, like, the guys who win the race are going to be guys who stayed out on the last 3, 4, 5 cautions. Maybe they end up staying out on the last caution with like 30 lap old tires sometimes. Or you make your last pit stop with about 30 to go, 20 to go, something like that. Just because cautions are so frequent on restarts because they get so chaotic over in that open dog leg and then going into turn 3. The track's so wide and then it narrows up so quick that it invites people to make bonsai moves, which create a lot of cautions on restarts. If it opens up like this, though, you can get long green flag racing. It's just you have to get past those first couple of calamitous laps after the restart to do that.
26.747.
Before got the wall. I've been playing touch and go with him. Like the gap's been, I'll close in, he'll pull it back out, and it's kind of a lot of me being undisciplined with the line, and then also when he makes a mistake, I'll close in on him. Meanwhile, if you look at Chase and Thomas that are pulling away out front, much better discipline, much cleaner overall. Force pulling it into pit road.
27.077.
Caution's out.
Really doing a great job, man. We'll keep working on this thing for you.
We're in third.
You feeling okay?
I think he decided that with that damage he was done.
A lot of people back here. Make sure your tires keep covered up. As you're unloading the tires, getting about the wall, just double check.
Oh no, that was Michael Miller who decided he was done. Michael Yarrow, I think, might have also decided he's done. I don't see him out there anymore. So we've lost a few. Looks like we might be down to 5 or 6 for the final 50 laps. This is not a league race. This is a hosted race. Something I might. I'm not gonna commit myself to anything. I'm thinking about wanting to start doing more, which is hosting races that give a preview of what we're gonna do next week. So this is a, NIS fixed, day fixed preview race, basically. Do a little practice and get a fresh look at it, so that we're better prepared going into the new week.
I'm bad for that. Caution, guys. Slam the wall.
Start looking for your sign. 5, 4, 3.
The 4 is still
2,
in here.
1. Stop on the sign.
Oh, 1 misses backs. It's alright. Caution's just an opportunity to practice pitting and restarts.
Go man go, go man go. Good job, pit crew.
'93, '96.
You'll be lining up behind the 68.
It's interesting. So Chase was running away from us, but we had a little bit better tires than both him and Thomas.
93, 96.
So perhaps if it had gone longer, who knows, maybe I would have started pulling them back in. Or maybe they're just getting more out of their car and they would continue to do so. But now, we're going to restart right behind them, so let's try to keep with them and maybe get them. 50 laps to go, can be 49 to go when we go green, and we don't need to pit again. Yeah, man, just backing up my corners and trying to take it easy is the main thing, man. Thanks for joining the race. Sorry you bent your car.
Should be lining up on the inside.
Good luck next
1
week, man.
minute,
Hope that the practice was helpful.
7.834.
See, as we're getting ready for this restart, want to remind you guys, !! Extra Life in chat. That'll give you the link if you want to contribute to the fundraising drive we're doing here. 24-hour stream is designed to raise money for St. Louis Children's Hospital as a part of the Extra Life program, which raises money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So, ! Extra Life in chat if you want that link and if you'd like to make a donation. Much appreciated. We're back green.
1 minute 2.127. Outside. Still outside.
Thomas and I are having flashbacks to our battle for the final transfer spot to Homestead last year in the Dynasty Racing League Cup Series. That was a heck of a race.
5, 2. $25.848. $25.959.
Joe Marks has manually disconnected. That's too bad.
$25.987. $26.05.
Spike, have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging out. That was fun. Appreciate you joining in the server. It was good running with you. Yeah, 8 a.m. PST in the morning. Now, I'll be back on tomorrow night for the Podium Esports iRacers Lounge podcast Mixed Class Oval Series at Darlington. 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
$26.064.
Last race, mama. And I'm running third. I can't believe that I've still got my driving ability after being up for 24 hours. Like,
26.2.
I'm pretty fried, but I'm actually driving pretty well right now. Honestly, the toughest part about these is the middle part. Beginning and the end are real easy, but the middle part of the 24-hour marathon streams, that's the toughest. That's when, like, now I feel like I'm kind of back and sharp again, but I hit the middle part where I was really kind of faded out. It's interesting to remember for next year. I wonder if there's anything I can do to prepare for that better.
26.
Probably having more stuff to eat would be good. Didn't do a good job of planning for that.
We'll be coming to halfway next time by.
Hey, halfway.
26.419. .531.
Yeah, this is a hosted one.
26.58.
So nothing's at stake for this one. It's to be better prepared for the races next week when iRating, safety rating, and the like are at stake. Practice, it doesn't always make perfect. It does make better.
26.551.
Enough practice might make perfect or close to it. But I've found that practice always makes better. Mindful practice, you know, when I'm doing this, you know, really paying attention to what I'm doing with subtle adjustments to the line and then trying to repeat that if it works. Pay attention to what works and what doesn't. Maybe overdriving a little bit right there. I feel like I'm starting to scrape my right front coming off 3 there. I'm smelling weakness from Thomas here. I smell fear, weakness, vulnerability.
.776.
That's right, yeah, the clock goes back. We get an extra hour of sleep tonight, I think. Good night for that to happen.
26.779. .827.
So if you do it right, you can clip the apron there, and it'll actually rotate the car and straighten it out. You need to be really careful with that coming off 3, because if you do it wrong, it will spin you. And you'll be the caution. Ah, we lost Yarrow. That's too bad. We're down to... and then there were 5.
.038.
Looked like Thomas might have just overdriven it.
26.
There into 3. Now, when you get close to a guy like that, a lot of people are tempted to just be like, I got him. I'm going to go send it right now. Don't be desperate. If anything, make them think you're going to send it. See if you can push them into overdriving the corner a little bit. Back up your entry even more and try to get a run on exit. When you make that move to actually make the overtake, you want to be next to him going into the corner, not behind them and lunging for it. It's a great way to either cause a wreck, or you go in too deep, too hot, use your stuff up trying to get it slowed down, and they just pull away from you on exit and you lose all your time. I'm trying, Nathan.
26.964.
All 5 of us left had a top 5 sewed up, but I want that win. Catch and chase Alvy's going to be tough. He's already told us that Phoenix is kind of his track. Whoa, Thomas.
Inside. You're clear. 27.169. Attaboy. How you doing it?
All right, 2 seconds, 20 laps. Now that I got clean racetrack in front of me, let's see if I can
27.082.
run him down. Looks like maybe not.
.04.
Basically right even with him.
27.071.
Yeah, looks like shifting didn't really help me at all.
27.082.
Race 417, last race of the night. Worked my way up to second from a 5th place starting position. And now I'm just trying to run down Chase Alvey, who's led this thing the whole way.
27.077.
But he really does know Phoenix.
Twenty-seven point two zero five. Twenty-seven point one eight four.
He's pulling away from me. Whatever he's doing over there in turn 1 is kicking my butt.
27.217.
Yeah, this is the last race of the stream. And the laps are winding down.
Twenty-seven point two three. Twenty-seven point two four. Twenty-seven point one nine.
Yeah, he's just walking it out a little bit each lap.
27.232. Doing a great job, man. 10 to go. Twenty-seven point two two seven.
That did not work.
Twenty-seven point three five seven.
That was better than last time, but I'm still not gaining on him with that. I massively overshot 3. But it still didn't really cost me time.
27.327.
Turn 3 really can take a variety of lines. The main thing is, can you maximize the exit for the line that you take?
Twenty-seven point four one one. Twenty-seven point three six one. 5 to go.
Four to go.
27.45.
It was a better lap.
27.272.
But it's still a tenth off of him. Isn't that frustrating? I picked up almost 2/10, and so did he.
Gonna be 2 to go. 27.299. White flag this time.
I think you can also see why fresh rubber is so unimportant at Phoenix. It's like the tires really don't wear a ton, and they also have a tendency to just kind of level out. And you'll see lap times be pretty flat for a really long period of time after that initial bit of wear happens. Dude, Chase, awesome drive, man. I threw everything I could at you, and, you know, I can match you sometimes, but pretty much every lap you're just a tenth quicker.
All right.
So
Nice job, man.
clearly I need to go back to the drawing board. Nice work, man.
Yeah, thanks. I want to know what your tires are at after that run.
Yeah, let me get in the garage. I'll let you know.
Joe's tires are at 83 and 90.
I'm 81.86. You're 83.90?
Yeah, I guess I'm not killing them.
Nah, definitely not. I'm definitely killing him trying to keep up with you. Nice work, man. Good racing.
Yeah, thanks, John. I don't know, just a little tip. I was just trying to, on turn in 3 and 4, I was just trying to hold that bottom as long as I could and just not burn that right front off. I don't know what you were doing there, but that might help.
Yeah, I felt like if 3 and 4 was maybe the only place that I had something on you, 1 and 2, or turn 1, or yeah, 1 and 2 was where I felt like I was losing the most time to you. But I could be wrong on that.
I think the big adjustment for you, John, is sleep.
You know, that could help.
Hey, Thomas, did you hit the wall or something in the middle of that run? Maybe don't use 55 brake pipe. Yeah, well, John, you're a hero for doing 24 hours of streaming. I'll see you next time, man.
Yeah, 10-4. See you next time. Thanks for being such a big part of it this time around. Have a good one. All right. Yep. Yeah, we got a lot of thank yous to go through here. As we're concluded, let me finish this out by pulling up the results on that session. So yeah, Chase Alvey gets the win. I finished second. 75 laps led for Chase. I completed 75 laps there, so we'll be able to update the final totals on there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please click that like button. Hit subscribe. Head over to twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Click the heart to give me a follow. Thank you very much. Peace out. Oh my goodness. Dylan, TPA, with the 8-month resub. Wish I could have been on some more with you today. Congrats on the stream. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you. Alright. I'm closing this video out. Y'all have a good night.